Hello there, I'm Aldra Hill, and welcome to some Hearts of Iron 4, Death or Dishonor. In this new expansion for Hearts of Iron 4, we're going to be seeing revitalized national focuses for 4 Balkan countries, changed air combat, and also a few other cool features as well. I'm starting 3 series for this new expansion. One that's on Czechoslovakia, which you can find on my channel as well as that, a big multiplayer series I am playing with Quill, the Solar Gamer, Marbazir, Cringer, and Pyrian It's a very short-lived game, and we've already finished recording it, but it's on my channel as well. In this game, however, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be restoring the Habsburgs to their rightful place as rulers of the empire. And to do that, we start as Hungary, who is led by Mikolas Horthy. And I'm going to show you what kind of cool things you can do with this guy. So we're going to be starting with regular difficulty, non-Iron Man mode, non-historical AI focuses, because I do not want to have to deal with some crashes and bugs that will inevitably crop up. And I'm going to take regular because I just want to show you guys how to do this, because it's very interesting. So, basically, Hungary is in a very interesting position. At the end of World War I, they received massive problems in the Treaty of Versailles. Similar to Germany, they got the Treaty of Trianon, which is in many ways similar to the Treaty of Versailles, crippling our military and preventing rearmament. Seeing it altered or abolished must be our premier goal. We can do this by seeking rapprochement with the Little Entente, proposing the blood agreement, or by renouncing it altogether. So, this is very cool. We are led by this dude who's basically like an admiral or whatever. We have major trees to choose from with our new national focuses. This one's the most important, though. If we go balanced budget, we take best with the resources at our disposal, we can start to strengthen the monarchists. The Legitimist Party will grow. The Legitimist Party is actually at, what are they at? They are at 31, oh no, that's not Legitimists. Where are Legitimists? Oh wait, sorry, it changes the names of them. Yes, it does, doesn't it? The non-aligned becomes Legitimists. So we actually gain a huge majority of Legitimists, and they're basically awesome guys who want to restore the monarchy. Then we can elect a king. We get national unity, and we get some awesome strength. So, we then get a choice. What kind of king? Do we elect a Habsburg, a Democrat, or a fascist? Of course, we're going to elect a Habsburg. Now, electing a Habsburg has a few interesting properties. One is that we need to, first of all, take Austria back. We can either demand a referendum, or we can take it by force. I've generally found that they will accept the referendum, but we'll see. Then we can restore Austria-Hungary, get awesome cores, and be amazing. Then, we can start to puppet Czechoslovakia. And then going down that, once we get enough manpower, we can conquer basically everything. Transylvania, march to the shore to gain Bosnia and the Balkans, Venetia, which would be awesome. Claim the Bukovina. I don't actually know where Bukovina is, but Galicia as well for Poland. And then we can reclaim the empire, which gives us a claim of Jordan, Palestine, basically Germany, Italy, and Palestine. I don't know why Palestine, but here it is. I don't remember only a Roman emperor owning this. But hey, who cares? We get to conquer stuff, right? I'm happy with this. So, that's going to be a goal. But of course, we have to contend with Germany. Moving right along the tree, we can also go down here to go fascist or communist. We're going to be ignoring it, of course, because that's for non-real people. They're fake news. Fake news. We can then go down the kind of standard industry route of industrial revitalization, getting some building slots, domestic industry, cool stuff like that. And then we can choose between civilian or military stuff, which is very cool. If we go down military, we actually get access to the ingenious design, which gives us basically 2 extra fighter focuses. Also, basically like fighter stuff, which is really cool. The main thing, however, is this. Secret rearmament gives us 0.2% recruitable population and 5% factory output. And then we need to go one of these 2. And finally, bled agreement. And the bled agreement is basically like, hey, guys, is it okay if we maybe get some guns? Because there's kind of a bad thing going on in Europe right now. Would we mind having, like, some guns? Maybe. Possibly. That'd be kind of nice. Hopefully they agree, and then we can actually start to rearm our troops and actually build a military. Now, so, the other issue. We have no military. We basically have 0.5% of eligible core population. Even getting that is not going to get us a lot of pop. And I think they can actually turn you down. So we need to seriously watch how our army is built and developed. Army maneuvers, of course, gives you the kind of standard production and process of improving your army, and the same for naval warfare. The main thing we want to do, though, is to get Austria-Hungary as soon as possible. I'm going to say going Habsburg is the priority. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 focuses as soon as possible, and maybe even 7 to puppet Czechoslovakia. And then we're going to be heading down the route of secret rearmament. Although we actually really do need to go the rearmament first, don't we? Otherwise, we are unable to make any kind of troops. That would suck. So the Bled Agreement actually occurred in 1938. We do kind of need to have it to happen now. So we're going to take the secret rearmament first. Because without the Bled Agreement, we're not actually able to recruit any soldiers at all. And that's freaking terrible. So we need to do this first, and then we'll go down the route of Austria-Hungary. So to get the demand referendum, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 focuses. So that's a little bit more than 1 year. So as long as we only need 3 here. So we're actually fine. Oh no, actually, how long until the... Well, actually, we're not playing historical focuses, so Germany could do things at whatever rate it wants. So we just need to pick things intelligently. So we're going to go secret rearmament first, because we can't really do anything otherwise, basically. We have a slight deficiency of infantry equipment, so we're going to just kind of prop up that and get a lot more infantry, because that's really what we need. We're going to build 1 civilian factory, and then we're going to build a whole bunch of military factories as well. Research-wise, we're going to go into kind of standard industrial research bonuses that you do. It's kind of useful. It's kind of necessary. And we also need a little bit of steel, which is very annoying, because not having that steel means that we can't really produce anything. But we need the civilian factories. Ah, man. We really do need those civilian factories, but then we don't make any equipment. I'm going to not get the steel for now. Let me just show you guys how air works now. Now we can see the airport. We have the commands we can give in general to an entire airport worth. This is the area that they can be allocated towards. They can be put into those provinces to be able to fight and deal with them, which I think is quite cool. I'm going to put them all into the Budapest area. Alright, so yeah, now we basically just wait. We're basically kind of a non-country until we get a bit more strength. As soon as we get Austria, however, that's when their power really, really grows. But we do need to watch what happens elsewhere, because we obviously have Yugoslavia and Romania. So Yugoslavia is also guaranteed by the Czechs. But depending on what they do, they can actually get very, very strong. If Yugoslavia decides to go down the Western Focus route, they can actually go down Greater Yugoslavia and declare war on Bulgaria. Crush these guys. Who do they get? That's Italy. And Axis. Yep. And they can also get stuff of Croatia and Macedonians. There's a lot of strength they can get that way. And I'm pretty sure they can get some claims on me as well. Or they can invite these guys to other stuff. There's former federal republics and other cool stuff like that. Whereas Romania has another couple choices as well. Romania could actually align Hungary if they want to and take the Balkans dominance. And I basically have to do what they say, otherwise they declare war on me. But I will fight that, no problem. What do they take? They can army maneuvers. And of course they have the royal dictatorship, and they have to deal with their variety of individual issues, because the Romanian government's kind of screwed up. But I'm sure we'll see that in my other Let's Play series, which I should definitely recommend you check out. Why did I snap my fingers? Nobody knows. So, conquering-wise, it's okay. We're not really going to have a lot of potential for a long time. We're basically just building up infantry equipment and nothing else. And desperately trying to build factories. Oh, we really need the equipment, though. So badly. Oh, man, our infantry divisions are so terrible. Oh, they're awful. No. They're so bad. Why are they so bad? Oh my god, fine. Just give me the let's get them. Let's give them the factories. We'll get the steel. Alright, the remilitarization of the Rheinland and then secret rearmament. So now we're going to go to war games, the army experience, because we're definitely going to need that, because we're going to need to rebuild our troops a lot, and then Bled agreement. So let's do it. So straight away, we've already spent all the population trying to recruit literally any pop at all. That was a weird noise. There's a Spanish Civil War, though. I like how there's like a lag now whenever the Spanish Civil War happens. I also love how this area, the Navarre, is part of the Spanish Civil War. They're completely separated and isolated, so they get absolutely wrecked the moment it starts. I always thought that was quite funny. Though actually, they're pushing into Zaragoza quite quickly, which is impressive, really. So, doing quite well. Obviously, because it's non-historical focuses, we're going to need to pay attention and see what the AI actually does. Because there's, like, who knows what they're going to do, honestly. Doctrine-wise, we have a couple choices. We're going to be very, very powerful once we start getting Austria, and we should start building up the extra factories and puppeting the Czech. So we need to actually make some intelligent decisions here. Do we want to go mobile warfare, superior firepower? Obviously, these are kind of out. Mobile warfare and superior firepower. Superior firepower is all about artillery. Mobile warfare is all about tanks. Also motorized infantry. We don't really have any kind of tungsten or chromium with which to build large amounts of tanks. So until we get the... there's not really... God, there's like nothing, is there? So until we get a large variety of other resources, we're not really going to be able to build tanks. So part of me wonders that perhaps it might be best to go superior firepower and put artillery in all our regiments and stuff. But the Germans are going to have tanks. But we don't have the production to make tanks. We're going to go superior firepower. Mobile warfare is for those who can actually afford tanks from the get-go. And we can't. So never mind. Oh, well. It's fine. We're going to be okay. It's a cool looking infantry equipment, though. It's kind of cool. Various other bits of kit a soldier needs. How nice. Right, so we continue now to wait. And we have to see what the AI does. So they're going Lights Autobahn. That's pretty fine. Industrial expansion. Fine. Royal Guards Division. Fuck, they've gone Western focused. They're going to start to expand. And Czech have gotten fortification studies. Their independence has been guaranteed by Romania. Ooh. They're all guaranteeing each other. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. We got to puppet these guys. Alright, so we got war games. And now, finally, we can go Bled Agreement. And of course we got basic machine tools, and now we're going to go to concentrated industry to get that ridiculous amount of factory output. Because it's so good. And we now have our very first allotment of power projection, but we can't use it, because we can't change these things because we have the Treaty of Trianon. We're disarmed, we got flowers in our guns, so we can't really do anything, which is quite sad. One possibility is to get a war industrialist, but to be honest, the actual benefit they provide is very low. We could also get a military theorist if we want to try and push towards army experience. I'm considering that or the industrialist, but I'm thinking actually instead or the civilian factory and infrastructure and refinery, because we don't really have any oil. We have 3 oil. So part of me does kind of want to... Now we'll get the war industrialist guy so we can get some military factories. Yeah. Hooray. When we do actually start the building of the war factory, so it's gonna take a while. Man, it takes like a year. Okie dokie, that's terrible for us. We basically don't get any factories until we actually get the Habsburgs. We're gonna get the Bled Agreement like now, so we can actually get some population. Because man, is it annoying. So annoying. It's okay, because then we can get up an extra 0.5% of population by going to volunteer only. And an extra 0.5% of population of 8.75 million is actually not that much, but, you know, it'll do. It will do for now. Oh my god, we don't even have the tanks researched. Ah! I need the tanks. Why you no give me the tanks? Alright, let's get some fighters going. Alright. Let's keep doing this. Leader purged in Soviet Union, to be expected. Right, and now we got that. We are now going to move straight down towards the restoration of Austria-Hungary. Balanced budget. Woo! I realize I should probably save the game as well. And then we're going to call it, if it ever loads. No, I don't want to call that stupid name. Make Habsburgs great again. Yes! I think I spelled Habsburgs wrong. Damn it! I keep putting the capital G. I'm so stupid. Wait. Yes, it was a U. Good. The Bled Agreement. We've managed to secure remaining support for a partial revision of the Treaty of Trianon. All restrictions on the military have been removed. The international arms inspections have left the country, and the War Ministry has drawn up initial plans for a modest expansion of our armed forces. So it replaces the Treaty of Trianon with Bled Agreement with a recruitable population of 0.5%. Hooray! Basically, we don't have to deal with the ridiculous problems. Oh, military factory construction speed plus 50%. Oh yes. Basically, just kind of gets rid of it. You get nothing, but it just gets rid of the malices. Yugoslavia issues note of protests. Oh, good. The government of Yugoslavia is watching the recent developments in Hungary with grave concern. It's long been a guarantee for peace and stability in the region. While the Yugoslavian government accepts in principle that nations should be permitted to choose their own destiny, we must urge the government of Kingdom of Hungary in the strongest possible terms to abide by the treaty. The consequences of destabilizing the region any further could quickly become uncontrollable. Piss off, please. Thank you very much. You jerk. So they're getting the advanced fortifications, they're getting industrial efforts, they're getting reserve divisions, and they're getting attract foreign capital. Oh, God! They're moving directly down, aren't they? They're going straight for conquering the world. Oh, boy. If they join the Axis, I'm going to get wrecked. Oh, man, the two-front war. That'd be hell. That would be hell. But we're going to get some population, which is really, really good. We got a little bit of population, but we lost it immediately. But the next time we have 150, we'll go to volunteer, which will give us a nice little core of troops that we can actually use. Hooray. Actual soldiers. Oh, man, we need Hungary. Austria, even. Actually, we're just about to get the political power. So that'll be very good. Yeah. I'm excited. Give me that political power. Please give me troops. How many actual how much troops do I have in the field? I have not even 100,000 troops in the field. Jesus Christ. I need 200,000 to do some of the really big things. There we go. Balanced budget. We're going to go strengthen the monarchists. First step in returning Hungary to its previous prestige is to strengthen those parties that clamor for returning the monarchy. Non-aligned becomes legitimists. Oh, yes. And of course, we're going to quickly go to volunteer only, which gives us a small amount of pop, which will allow us to start actually building soldiers. It's incredible. With our next amount of population, we're going to need to go to limited conscription as well, which is going to give us a whole extra 1%, which is basically an extra 80,000 men. It means we are not going to get a huge amount of soldiers, but once we get Austria, we should get another big chunk as well. The Horthy government. Get out of here. We don't want that shit. So Horthy actually gives acceptance of fascist diplomacy plus 70, and he's anti-communist. This leader actually has unique traits: acceptance of communist diplomacy and daily communist support. So that's pretty damn cool. And yeah, already we're out of population, basically. Oh well. But it's okay, because we're going to get some more very soon. And we're strengthening the monarchists. The key thing here is to restore the Habsburgs. We're going to become great again, guys. We're going to be amazing. I think the best thing we do now is to get engineer companies as well. Nice, and now we're going to go limited conscription. Look at that, 84,000. The government idea secret rearmament has been removed because its prerequisites are no longer fulfilled. Cool. Did we lose the pop? I think we might have lost a little bit of population, but that's okay. Because we went to limited conscription, so basically it's not secret anymore. But yeah, at least we have 100,000 men that we can actually start recruiting troops. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. Strength of the monarchists. Excellent. And then, are these faster than normal? No, they're not, but it's still cool. Then we're going to elect a king. Pop has forced the nation to return to a monarchy government form is now sufficient. We can begin to think about initiating the process of electing a new king. The idea of electing a king doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but alrighty. It's kind of dumb. And then we could choose between the Habsburg prince, democratic, or fascist, but obviously we're Habsburgs. Industrial effort for them, civil works, and over here, mountain brigades. An internal readout. So basically everyone's just building forts. So it's possible that we actually make it a really good bonus. And the fact that they're doing things slowly means we're going to get a huge amount of progress. They're finishing the 5-year plan, to be expected. So we're going to keep working on our doctrines. We can now go for production efficiency tools. Actually, instead of doctrines, screw that. Let's get production efficiency. That's what we need right now, honestly. We need endless construction. Oh no, construction is only 10%. Let's get factory output. That's way better. Bonus factory output, always good, guys. Always. Always. So let's try and get this going. Alright, so we're getting towards our electing a king. What else? What else? I'm just going to consider our population and how low it is. Like, that is a genuine concern of mine, because it is so low. I mean, obviously, we're already unlimited. I don't really want to have to go to conscription extensive because of the training time, but I think I'm going to have to. But is there any other places we get population? I mean, we are going to get a nice big chunk from Austria, so that's something, but man, that is actually quite bad. I understand Perian Flax's plight now in the series, which you will check, which you'll definitely see in like 2 days when that episode goes up, where you'll get to see Perian Flax is Hungary having a couple troubles. Yeah, I understand what he means now, but finally, elect a king! Yes, but which king? Well, of course, the Habsburgs. Duh. Oh. Okay, so... Oops. Where else can we get population from? I'm going to go through it again. It's all just industry and factories. Oh, this actually gets you some steel and aluminium and a research slot. That's awesome. And this one gives you 1 synthetic refinery. Oh, that's a bit shit. Whereas this one gives you a research slot, 2 military factories, and some air stuff. Honestly, the resources are so good. 12 steel and 16 aluminium, which isn't that great because I already have like 1 million aluminium. Man, is there seriously no other way to gain population right now? That is unpleasant. Joint tank development. What? Together with our allies, we can develop new tank models much more effectively. Ah, German procurement engineers. Well, we're not going to be in a faction because we're going to be alone. Yeah, look at that. No more population capacity. You're going to have to conquer stuff to get that. We just got to make sure that Germany does not get towards the demand Sudetenland thing. At the moment, they haven't yet done Anschluss. Well, the good, wait, yeah, shit, if they get Anschluss, we'd be screwed. Ooh, they have 550. They have 550. That's not good. So we could actually go extensive conscription right now, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to grab... Oh, man, I got a kind of power that I don't really need, to be honest. To be honest... Extensive conscription is probably best. I might just save the power at first. We do need the population like crazy. We really do need the pop. So we invited the Habsburg prince. We've assumed the Hungarian crown. In search of a suitable king, the Kingdom of Hungary extended an invitation to Otto von Habsburg to return to the lands. Otto, who has lived in exile throughout Western Europe since the end of the Great War and the dissolution of his father's empire, chose to accept the offer. Today, amidst much fanfare and celebration, he was crowned King of Hungary in a solemn ceremony at the Royal Palace in Budapest. During the coronation speech, King Otto thanked the Hungarian people for their loyalty and devotion and vowed to see the Habsburgs' lands reunited once more, promising this time Hungary would be the dominant constituent part. No longer a kingdom in name only. Oh yes, look at this guy. This guy looks like a caricature of an Archer character. Jesus Christ. And so let's make a quick save here. Because I know there were some bugs here. Sometimes there were some crashes. And we're going to get making Habsburg great again. Oh yeah. And we're going to see... Oh, Hindenburg disaster. Oh no. And we're going to demand a referendum. Yeah, we are. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to see this happen. So... We have this political power, and we're not really doing anything with it. I think we should just go extensive conscription, to be honest. I mean, we are about to get the referendum, though. Let's wait. We're going to wait and see if we get if the referendum goes through and we get the cores and everything. We should actually be fine in doing that, you know? We should be. But it's looking like we beat the Germans to Anschluss, which is great. So happy about that. So we get Anschluss. Yeah. Wait, if we have Austria, are they not able to go into Czechoslovakia? Huh. That's interesting. That could mean even more strength for us. Okay. I mean, obviously, it's a matter of referendum, or we can go take Austria by force, but I would really prefer the referendum thing. I'd like it to be peaceful. The dissolution of Austria-Hungary was a mistake. Austria and Hungary are stronger together, and a combination of both is required for either to achieve greatness. The Austrians must be made to hold a referendum on a proposal for the peaceful joining of our two nations. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will, guys. I'm excited. Alright, so... Oh, Amelia Earhart circumnavigated the globe. This seems like a great moment to end the episode. So in the very start of the next episode, we will get the delightful referendum. We will get that beautifulness of a gorgeous new government, a grand new world, and the Habsburgs will rule again. We'll have a nice swath of kind of central, southern, eastern Europe. And from there, it's going to become quite interesting, because Germany's not going to be allowed to do Anschluss. So that's very cool. Or does it bypass it? No, it requires Anschluss. Yeah, it can't be bypassed. Holy shit, that's awesome. So make sure you check out the other series I have on my channel. Make sure you also leave me a like and a comment. Please do let me know what you think of the video, guys. I love to hear your feedback. Tell me what you think. What do you think my plan should be? And I love to hear it in general. And of course, you can also support me on Patreon, which is in the description. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I was Aldra Hill, and I'll continue to be. And we are going to make the Habsburgs great again. Bye-bye.